a massive match that everyone should be excited for.
Yep.
But the minute they announced it, my excitement disappeared in like 2 seconds because I knew there was going to be schmoz. I knew it wasn't going to finish properly. I knew it wasn't going to come to a proper conclusion. I just know all these things. I know they're going to hit at least a couple finishers each. Maybe I know too much. How can I reset my brain? Where are the men in black when you need them? And just like get rid of it so I can enjoy wrestling again, because it's just, I can't. I don't know what to do anymore. And
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Four Jobbers. I'm, of course, Ginger Heat. I'm the orange one, and we have all four jobbers here this week, starting with the body from Kirkcaldy, Jordan Deves, all the way from Edinburgh, Scotland, by way of Kirkcaldy, Scotland, drinking a little wee dram as he does. Jordan, how you doing this week, and what is your go-to fast food meal?
Oh, that's a good one. I like fast food. How am I doing this week? I'm absolutely flipping freezing. My heating is broken, so I'm sitting here in my wee jumper and my wee house.
freezing. Give me a break.
I
It's
do
minus
get heating on.
40
Three
here.
Canadians here. It's
No, I
minus
know.
45 outside.
No, I understand that, but have you got your heating on?
Yeah, it's on too high. It's 24
Yeah,
in
right.
here.
My heating doesn't work right
24?
now, so
Mine's at 19.
I've nae warmth.
24. Jason's
You're
sitting at 24.
24.
Jordan's got no heat.
How much do you pay for hydro, Jason?
The heat's
24.
included. So.
Oh, there you go. Your landlord's paying.
Yeah,
The
there
building
we go.
pumps it in there.
Damn.
But I'm cold, but I'm all right. I'm powering through. Well, just a blanket, I guess, is all I need. But favorite fast food? How fat? What, like chain?
How fat?
How fast?
How fat? Like how fast? Like what are we talking here? Because I
Chain,
like
yeah. It's got to be a chain.
chain. Yeah.
like a chain. Okay,
Not
if
a
we're
chippy
talking-
then. We're not talking.
Yeah,
is
no, that
chippy
was-
excluded, yeah?
Yeah, if we're excluding
no,
chippy,
no chippy.
okay, fine. If we're going chain
Greg's.
fast food, I'm gonna. It's not Greg's because Greg's have gone downhill. Stinky English company.
Mm.
I'm gonna
Tim
go
Hortons.
with do you know what? I'm gonna take it off the board immediately. I'm gonna go McDonald's, right? McDonald's is
Mackey's.
pish, but I love a Mackey's, man. Because
What do you get?
it's consistent. Oh, great question, Jason. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have it in Canada. I'm imagining you do. Do you know
McDonald's? Yes.
one thing? Yeah.
Big Mac? Yeah, we got that.
No.
Big Mac.
I hate KFC. KFC's pish,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
The chicken is absolutely trash.
Megan.
But I love McDonald's chicken selects, right?
Chicken
So-
selects.
Yeah.
What do you
I get-
select?
I get, well, I don't know if that's what they're called. What do,
Oh, what do they?
the
What's a select?
goujons, I don't know what you call them, but
Definitely not that.
Tenders?
tendies.
Okay, so
Tenders.
Oh, you got
Okay.
candy? We don't have
Oh, okay.
candies.
No, we don't have
Look them
They're
up. They're called
selects.
chicken selects in
We'll
the
look 'em
UK.
up.
Mm.
But basically, yeah, chicken tendies or whatever. I get 5 of them, large fries,
Mm.
a Coke. I don't really care about the drink, whatever. But then I always get a little cheeseburger chaser on the side.
Yes.
So when you've just finished with your meal, you're like, oh, that was good. Then you look down and you go, what's a wee cheesy burger there just for me?
A Chase burger. I
A wee
like it.
cheesy burger.
And then, well, yeah, a wee cheesy
Cheesy burger. Ooh.
And
Forgot
then
I
just-
ordered that.
Just as you're looking down at your wee cheesy burger, right? Typically, you just go, McDonald's,
Mm.
you know?
Is
Little
that what
Four
you ordered
Jobbers
in that
lore.
famous voice memo?
I did, yes,
Yeah.
I did. Actually, hang on, I think I've got it here. Let me just see if this works.
We got some drops here on the podcast. We'll see if they're still working here on the Riverside platform that we do love.
McDonald's.
That's when you saw the cheesy burger. On
That's
the
when I
side.
saw it.
Ooh.
And I was so excited, right?
So good.
So there you go. That's mine.
I love it. The Waxy the Venomous, the son of the dentist, a vegan friend or vegetarian friend? Vegetarian? Okay, vegetarian friend. What is your go-to now that you are restricting your diet?
Well, it is. Your options are more restricted. And McDonald's did bring in their McPlant.
Yep.
I did have the plant-based patty in. I think it might have been officially England that we were driving through at the time, and it was fine.
We're on our way to
Um,
Wales, though. We were trying to get to Wales.
We were on our
Yeah,
way. Yeah,
true,
it's just that's where we had to stop for a poo and a pee, and that's just
What are you, a
like,
dog?
well, yes, you know,
stopped for
much
food.
like
We stopped
much
for
like
Poo to pee.
We had to water Jason, you know?
yeah, that's it. He gets restless if he's in the car for too long.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course, as a pescatarian now. I
Oh,
eat fish.
nice. Oh, no
your
way.
your
Wow.
options are restricted when it comes to fast food. They haven't made their
McFish.
way over.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't do the McFish because I never liked the fillet of fish. It
The
is
McFish.
an abomination, quite frankly.
Yeah, we have the McFish here.
But I will say one fast food chain that has hit it out of the park is A&W with their Beyond Burger. It is, in my opinion, it's been a little while since I've had a hamburger authentically. It's indistinguishable to me from a real burger, to the point where the first couple of times I had it, I thought about going back and being like, you gave me the right one, right? You gave me, sometimes if I'm extra hungry, I've gone to the gym, had a few pops, I'll get two with a fry. And same for me. I don't really care whatever drink I'm in the mood for. The drink doesn't make the order.
No.
In my opinion. I'm not a root beer guy, funny enough, because that's what A&W is known for. So it's never root beer.
Great root beer.
It's usually like an iced tea or a Sprite or something like that. Maybe water. But I don't want to buy water.
No, you don't even mention water in a fast food
Especially
place.
because their water is Dasani.
Why wouldn't you just get a Coca-Cola or something
Dasani.
at that
I
point?
don't like
Disgusting.
Coca-Cola.
You don't
drink
like
water.
Coca-Cola?
No.
Or you don't like drinking it because it's not good for you?
Well, what's the difference
Well, if you don't like the
between
taste
not
of
liking and not like drinking it?
Well, I mean,
Well, you know what I mean? It's not good
I
for
would
you.
rail
It's like-
real Cokes all day if it didn't have so much sugar. I
Yeah.
enjoy it, but I know it's killing me.
No, I don't find the taste. It's like a sweet taste. And I guess that's the sugar, but
Are you more
Or
of a
the ass
Pepsi guy?
game.
neither. No, Pepsi's worse. I'd rather Coke than Pepsi, but like a Sprite, something like the nice, just kind of neutral,
Fresh.
fresh tasting,
Interesting.
or an iced tea, something like that.
Well, there you go.
Well, over to none other than They Love Jason, but you've called yourself They Hate Jason on our platform this week. Are you back to being a hater, or are you Mr. Nice Guy? What's going on?
It's just so unnatural to be nice. So I got to go back to what feels right, you know?
Yes. And then fast food wise, I know you
I don't really eat
occasionally
much fast food, so I don't know. That's tough. That's like saying which one of my kids should I say I love the best.
Jason's choice. Yeah.
I don't really have a go-to, but like one thing that I discovered recently that I would probably get every time if it wasn't so crazily expensive is A&W's Uncle Burger.
Oh,
The
really?
Uncle Burger. I used to always get the matzo burger, but the Uncle
matzo
Burger
burger is my
is
go-to.
superior, I believe, with their sweet potato fry option and
I
the
like sweet
diet
potato
root
fries.
beer.
And the sweet
But
potato
that's
fries,
like
they're
on
come with
Uber Eats,
chipotle
that's
mayo.
like $40. So
It's
spicy
it's
mayo,
expensive.
yeah.
I didn't know. Yeah, A&W.
$40.
It's like an Angus, right?
it's a big Angus.
That's like 10
ball,
quid. What do
yeah.
you care?
That's
Yeah.
like £20, isn't it?
I don't know. You guys have all the money. What do you care? Like,
Flap it. What's it called? A mungo burger. What's it called?
Mongo.
Uncle.
Uncle
Uncle.
Burger.
Uncle.
What do you call an uncle in Scotland?
Your real dad? I don't know.
Oh, jeez.
I feel like-
Well, maybe you have like a funny nickname. I don't know.
Like
nah,
Peepaw or
just,
something?
just your uncle.
Uncle Toucher.
I mean, it looks like a fine burger, but
Do they have A&W anywhere outside of Canada, or is it a Canada-only
It's
chain?
in the U.S.
The US
I'm
has
pretty sure,
A&W.
yeah.
They do? Okay.
Oh,
I think it's worse.
It's.
in
I
the
don't think
US,
it's
though.
connected to ours though.
not
I think it's
connected.
different.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like ours is uniquely, they use Canadian
Good.
ingredients. And
It's
it's
still
uniquely
Canadian,
good.
I think.
It's a little expensive, though. It is a little expensive compared, I think, to the other fast food
It's a
restaurants
little bit
around.
more,
but
but
it's
it's
worth
worth it.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. What about you, Brad? What's your favorite?
Oh, I wasn't thinking. I
He
usually
gets like 2 chicken burgers and 2 hamburgers and a large fry and eats half and then half the other day. Like it's weird.
Why don't you just
What?
order half of that then?
Do you eat that the
Meal
half of
plans.
each burger, or do you eat one burger and leave the other burger?
I usually often I'll get I like a chaser burger as well. I like to get like a McDouble, a junior chicken, and then
Yeah, he's a
another burger.
chaser.
Eat both of those, have a large fry, and then I have the chaser burger a little bit later. Sometimes I forget it in Jason's house.
Why don't you
Like-
just buy the burger the next day?
Forget it, Jason.
I forgot a McChicken in
It's like-
Jason's microwave
it's
for like a week.
It's like when you go for breakfast and you want savory and sweet. When you have like fast food, you want chicken and beef. You want
Yeah.
both, a taste
Yeah,
of
yeah.
both.
Yeah, that's so I
Yeah,
go the
fair.
McDouble, the McChicken, and then
Interesting.
we ride
You
off
ever
into
put
the
it in
sunset.
the? You ever do the
I don't
Oh,
do
yeah.
I don't
I've
do the
mixed it up.
combination burgers myself.
It's really
although I've
good.
heard good things. Yeah,
secret menu? you
It's
know?
really good.
like because I love the Big Mac, but the patties are so you're mostly getting bread for the bucks, but I've heard that putting a McChicken in the middle of the Big Mac is a great hack. So a chicken select inside of the Big Mac might be a good move.
Make it happen.
Chicken select.
I'm gonna have a McDonald's tomorrow, man.
Aye, let's fucking go. When I go to Jason's on Saturday, you know what we're getting? We're going to watch the Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen, because there's some wrestling to talk about. It is the Royal
We're going to
Rumble.
draw our numbers or what?
Oh,
we
never
could
did
do
our
that.
numbers.
We don't have to do it
off the air,
online because it's kind of
Offline,
finicky.
draw the numbers. Check out at the Four Jobbers everywhere on social media because we're going to be having our predictions up and we're going to be having our numbers put up. And when you see the game that we put up, I recommend playing this with your friends so that everybody gets allocated numbers randomly in the Royal Rumble.
Play with your friends.
Play with your friends and watch the Rumble, and you'll have a great time, just like we will. Because it's at 2 p.m. The bodysuit battle royal begins.
Yeah.
So
Should we
Capture
lock
it.
in? I know it's been kind of off and on the past years, but should we lock in the winner actually gets some merch? Like,
Yes.
just
Yeah.
commit that no matter who
Commit.
wins this year,
sure,
you'll
Yeah.
get some sort of merch. I guess a shirt, right? A shirt?
Merch.
sure, it would be cool. Do you guys know, maybe anyone out there in the Jobberverse, how can you get a shirt from one of the local shows? When the show is done, they have stacks and stacks of shirts that are made for that local event. And in Toronto, they have a Toronto Raptors Jey Uso shirt that look pretty cool. Wanted to check it out. They're on eBay, but they're $120 Canadian, of course. What is WWE doing with these shirts that are made for a specific event and a specific time in a specific
Sending
city?
them overseas.
Where, Jason?
Overseas.
Okay.
Not here.
They're sending these shirts overseas, I guess. Like, what are you doing with these shirts? Doesn't it make sense to put them online and let us buy them? There's a Sami Zayn one that I didn't get at the show because it was $50.
Are they not online?
$50 for the T-shirt.
I thought you were for sure going to get that shirt. It looked like right up your alley. That
Yeah.
one.
I love that shirt. I
it
want
was
the
a
shirt.
Cool
It's
shirt.
the
Yeah.
red, the thing. We were out of there. And then it's like I don't know where to get the shirt. Like, why is it only at the venue? Can you get this shirt and then it's gone? Like, don't you want to sell more shirts? Aren't you guys all about the money now?
I'll keep my eye out on this side
Maybe
of
it's
the
sold
pond
out.
to see if I see anything.
Oh, if you do, please let me know.
There you go.
Looking for the Raptors one or the Sami Zayn Montreal red and white shirt. I will be looking on the interwebs and seeing if I can find it, but you never know. You never know. So, we're going to talk about 4 different things this week. We're going to keep it tight. We're going to keep it concise. We're going to go over to Jason first. What is the thing that is on your mind this week, Jason, that you wanted to talk about to the Jobberverse?
I want to talk about predictability.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I think we've always touched on it. It's always like a thing that people bring up in wrestling, but I feel like, and when I say wrestling, I say WWE because I'm way too into only WWE.
fine.
I feel like it's worse than ever. I don't know if that's just me being a hater because I genuinely like. We just went to SmackDown, had the best tickets we've ever had in our life. We were second row, right behind the first row, where that influencer guy,
That's typically where the second row is, right behind the first row.
Alan Owens, I think is his name. He's pretty big on social media. He was
and he
there
brought one of
with
the
his
Harush
shirt.
twins beside him, who's also another huge influencer.
So we got to experience what life is like for him, and I like it, and I want to go back and sit front row.
We can almost
So-
smell Michael Cole's hair.
I pretty much I can smell everything, and
Right.
and so it felt good. It rejuvenated me. I needed it for my wrestling life. Like it really,
Yep.
like even the stupid like I think it's Megan Thee Stallion song for SmackDown. Like I was bobbing my head to it. Like everything just feels good when you're there.
Yeah.
So all the people complaining online about the eating and all that, obviously when you're there, it's a different thing.
Everything's different live.
for
It's
sure.
true.
Everything's different. Everything's great, especially when you're really close. But my point is, so I was excited to watch Raw, this week. And then I was excited because they had a big main event. It was CM Punk and AJ Styles. Like that's a massive match that everyone should be excited for.
Yep.
But the minute they announced it, my excitement disappeared in like 2 seconds because I knew there was going to be schmoz. I knew it wasn't going to finish properly. I knew it wasn't going to come to a proper conclusion. I just know all these things. I know they're going to hit at least a couple finishers each. Maybe I know too much. How can I reset my brain? Where are the men in black when you need them? And just like get rid of it so I can enjoy wrestling again because it's just, I can't. I don't know what to do anymore. And I was right. There was schmoz. There was finishers. It was just like a race to the same old spots every single time. And it's just such a waste. I understand it's Raw, but you have 2 of the best wrestlers of all time that have they ever wrestled before? They must, like in other promotions, probably.
Maybe,
no.
yeah.
Not that
Maybe
if we're talking WWE canon and stuff like that, it's
Probably
a
not
fresh
WWE,
match. We
right?
haven't seen it like that.
And
think.
you just schmoz it up, and it's just like such a waste. And I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but like everything is so predictable because I see other people going, "This is awesome," and I'm just like,
Again, when you're there live, though, it is a different experience, and you're not wrong.
yeah, but
and
I'm talking about on TV.
Yeah, and I know you didn't get this
Majority
off
of
of
the time I
Reddit.
watch it.
It's funny you brought this up because this was on Reddit this week, and I know you're not on Reddit, so you didn't bring that up from Reddit. Other
No.
people are noticing this too.
Yeah.
It's a thing. We know what's happening. We know when the commercial breaks are. You know when they're coming out of commercial break, how the momentum changes. It's very, very formulaic. You're not wrong, Jason. You're right.
Yeah, it's
For once.
I think it's interesting. Like, I don't know what it's like for you guys, but when I watch Raw and SmackDown on Netflix, I can hear them say, "Oh yeah, right, we'll be back in a minute after this ad break or whatever," and then immediately it goes to black and then comes straight back on, and I get to watch the product in the ad break. I'm assuming it's the same for
Yes.
you
Yeah,
guys,
it's
right?
We're
the
lucky
same,
in Canada
yeah.
to have that as well. Yeah.
But some of the best stuff happens in that time because I notice the wrestlers feel a bit freer to do something that they've not been told you need to do as part of the production, right?
True.
So there's moments where like I can feel a spot is coming, I'm watching it, and it's, oh my God, look at that amazing spot. Oh, that's incredible. We're going to a break. Come back to see how it all panned out. And then by the time you come back after the break, if you hadn't seen any of it, you're like, how did they get there?
The momentum has flipped during the break.
Exactly. But when I'm watching it on Netflix now, I'm watching stuff and they're playing to the crowd more. They're
True.
Yeah.
doing things that I've maybe never seen them do typically in a match. And that's because I can't predict something that I've typically not been able to see. Sorry.
Mhm.
Like I'm getting like a peek behind the curtain, being able to see what happens in an ad break.
That's
And
crazy.
I imagine that's what it's like when you're at a show, when you're watching the show. You see all that stuff happen. There's no ad break. You don't know when the spots are going to happen because you can't hear the commentary telling you when they're going to happen. So I wonder if being live takes away the predictability and you can just
it
enjoy
It helps.
everything that happens in there. And I think
helps.
by watching it on Netflix, I get a little bit of that.
But it's also the oversaturation of things, which I also mentioned. For instance, you had this epic match, which I don't know if he ever called it official. I think they just made it official themselves, even though I don't know if Adam Pearce had a moment where he said it's official, but whatever. And so you have Finn break it up. He's beating the crap out of the world champion in the middle of the ring, and nobody cares. Nobody's out there. I've been saying it so many times. Like, no one's there. He's just beating him up. No one's helping. No one's saying anything. There's no refs. There's no backstage people. There's no Adam Pearce. So it's just like the overuse of this crap every time. It means nothing. Every week we have a backstage scrap. Every week there's a beatdown after a match. Every week there's multiple schmozzes. So it means nothing. If we need like I have crazy ADD and everything now because of all the dopamine. I need a dopamine reset. They need a schmoz reset. So it starts to mean something. Like, just give us some regular finishes over and over and over again until we forget what a schmoz is, and then hit us with a schmoz.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Ain't gonna happen.
It seems like WWE's is just kind of in the mindset of, let's do safe, let's do what we know works, let's do those viral moments, and let's keep the stock price going up.
And I was talking about it while we were there, and that makes sense. And being there live, everything is different. Like Jason's saying, like you guys have experienced, right? Everything is different. And I think about the people booking it and the people that are running the show. They are there live every time. They are not going back and rewatching it on TV after. They may watch it on a monitor, but you're still in the building. You're still there. It's not the same as watching it on TV. And I think they're really still booking it to the live crowd when you do have to kind of book it to the TV show. And I know that it's
a TV show.
It's a TV show. And the production is set up for that, but the booking is not. I think that's where the unbalance
cheap pops.
is. It's
Cheap
booked
pops
brilliantly
make no sense.
for
cheap pops.
Yeah.
It's, of course, because, most people, you're going, like, when's the last time you guys were at a live WWE event? Was it Elimination Chamber?
Yeah, 2 years.
It was.
2 years ago. Yeah.
So unless you're a green shirt guy or any of that, Brock Lesnar guy or
He was
all
there.
those guys, you're not going to a live event the same way you're watching a TV show. So they have to, and that's the tricky part. You have to
Yeah,
book
not saying
for
it's
both.
easy. Not
a
saying it's
little bit.
easy.
No, of course, and
pointing
I'm not defending them either.
You are.
I should. Okay. Well. I don't know.
Well, that's waxy.
Yeah, but It's a rock and a hard place, and I think they will always default to what is safest and what's going to, I don't want to say offend, but turn off the least amount of people. They're going to appeal to the lowest common denominator because they know that's what works. And it's a shame because when they do try and do stuff, we get something like the Bloodline, which it's not a completely novel storyline, but
It was
I
must-watch
definitely
TV.
remember it was much-watch TV
Must-watch.
because you didn't exactly know where it was going.
And it made
But, I mean,
sense.
And it was compelling.
Yeah.
The Bloodline storyline was one of a kind because of Sami. I think if you take Sami out of that storyline,
Even,
was like
even
a
Jay,
good-
even
Yeah.
Roman and Jay at the
Sami
beginning
was
was
quite
quite
good.
good.
100%, but it wouldn't have
Sami
lasted
infused,
as long
injected
as
stuff
it
into
did.
it.
Sure,
But
but
imagine we had an episode of Unreal, right? Where they're sitting in the room together and they're like, right, guys, come on, we need to come up with some ideas. The Roman and Jay thing is kind of tired out. What are we going to do? And some idiot in the back goes, I had an idea. Why don't we make, Sami Zayn pretend that he's in that bloodline? I bet they laughed him out of the room to
But
begin with.
that is probably what happened because it was
Crazy.
started that way most likely. So let's have Sammy do a 1 week thing where he's being a dork.
No,
And
let's keep him there. Let's make him do it full time. And it was some of the best TV I've ever watched.
It's
Yeah,
true. And there's a lot, and I just want to sort of put this into what I was going to talk about is Sami Zayn right now. Sami Zayn is back into the storyline. He's back up involved in things. He's getting in people's business, and he's going for the World Heavyweight Championship. And the IWC is very, very split. There are people who are happy. There's a lot of people who are very happy he's involved in this, and those that are not happy are very, very, very unhappy. To put it lightly, they are raging that Sami Zayn is a part of this, and they are not only mad that he's a part of this, they are screaming and attacking his wrestling ability, his promo ability, his character.
No,
it's not
too
just
much.
like, you know what, I don't really like this guy, it's not for me. Like when Daniel Bryan was going for it, I wasn't like, this guy fucking sucks, he's a loser and he should be shot, he's an idiot. Like, whoa, no, just because you don't love his character doesn't mean he's the most boring wrestler in the world, doesn't mean he can't wrestle, doesn't mean he can't talk. None of that is true.
No, it's
Sami
not
can
true.
do everything. Like, what is it, Jason, that's making the IWC so angry, and what is it that makes Sami so compelling for us?
I mean, I could relate to them in a sense. Like, I understand the fatigue of his underdog character. Like, I have that too,
Sure.
but I would never take away from his abilities. It's just stupid. Like, he can do everything, and the Bloodline was a great display of that because he was working with some of the best, and he still was the best in that group. He could do it all, but I understand if you're a little bit tired with this gimmick because, like, going for the title right now does feel like he had his hottest period behind him, so they're trying to like make it up now, which I still think he could, and I support him, even though I understand what they're saying. They go too far with it, though. That's the problem. Like, oh, he sucks, but there's also like some personal stuff with him too because he's outspoken about a lot of things. So I think that leads into
I don't
it
even
as
think
well.
he's that outspoken. I feel like he holds back so
Speaks
much.
period is a problem. If you speak
he's
anything,
unspoken
think-
for a WWE.
yeah.
Like he
I
puts
think
the
the
flag on
problem
his
is-
trousers instead of saying something.
Yeah. The
Well,
problem
I
is
mean-
that people are more aware of the talent that they follow on TV's personality, the way they vote, their religious beliefs more than ever.
True.
Now, if you think, go back to the Attitude Era, right? We knew nothing about these guys other than what they showed us on TV.
Thank God.
So
Yeah.
I don't
exactly.
think there'd
Thank
be a
God.
WWE right
No,
now.
100%, 100%. But I feel like now, because the world is so divided anyway, people that watch wrestling now conflate two things together and go, well, do you know what? I'm being told that I should be scared of this religious ideal and this political ideal. And if he supports that, well, then he's probably a shit wrestler. No, that makes absolutely no sense. But that's what people do.
Yeah.
They take one thing that they hate for whatever reason, and they might be wrong about why they hate it, but they take it and then they go, well, he likes it, so he must be shite. Let's get him out. I want to rip his hair from his head, all that kind of stuff. It's mental, but that's what people are doing. They're attacking people like Sami Zayn or anyone. Like we can look at it the other way. They attack talent because they learn something about their personal life, whatever it might be, and they try and conflate it to why they don't like them as a wrestling talent. It's not the same thing. It's a character. Come on. It would be like saying, do you know what? I really, really dislike Chris Hemsworth because see, every time he picks up that hammer, he looks like an arsehole. Yeah, but that's not him. That's a character he plays. Like,
Yeah.
what are you saying?
I think it's okay to have fatigue with Sami because he's still the plucky underdog still. That's fine. But it goes too far when you're attacking his abilities because he's one of the best. So.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Kind of two things with Sami. I still really like Sami, but I was saying a couple weeks ago that I wanted Ilya to beat him just to get into that fatal four-way match because, yes, some of it does come back to predictability, is that Sami's gimmick has been the underdog gimmick. But the thing is, people love underdog gimmicks because the underdog wins sometimes. And Sami doesn't win.
Doesn't get the final one.
The big
no.
one.
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of people are like, well, I know how this is going to go. Drew's going to beat him. Drew's first title defense is against a guy who always loses world title matches. So I think that's one aspect.
And there's that narrative, like, if he does win, it's because it's in Saudi and the Saudis are paying and they love him and that's the only reason why he's going to win. And that doesn't bother me. If he does win, then I don't give a fuck and they can eat
But then
shit.
Drew
There's definitely
loses,
that.
which sucks.
Exactly.
Drew
So
loses.
we're between a rock and a hard place here.
But ultimately, I do think people are just too hyperbolic in general with discourse.
Of course.
It's not enough to say, Sami's shtick doesn't
He's
do
not
it
for me.
Yeah.
It's not for
He's
me.
bad. He's bad for wrestling.
Nobody should like
He's
him.
a bad wrestler. He's a bad. Nobody. Same thing when Gunther beat John Cena. You don't have to like the decision.
It's true.
Oh, I
But to
didn't
say
like the finish. It
Gunther
wasn't for
is
me.
a bad wrestler, exactly. I like.
He's
hey,
boring.
We spent many an episode
Boring,
talking about
boring,
plenty of
boring,
wrestlers we don't like. Jey Uso being the most recent example.
Mm.
But did I come out here and say just everything about him stinks? Maybe, but but
you
what I
didn't
meant,
hate
what I meant more is it doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah.
Personally, like, yes, of course, when you're watching on TV, 10, 15 minutes of yeeting doesn't do it for me. But I don't doubt he's a good person. I don't doubt, he worked really hard to get to where he was. He had some great moments on the mic. He had some good moments in the ring. He was compelling television for a lot of people, and he's still very much over. So how can I argue with that?
Yeah.
But see, we're able to discuss, like, everyone assumes now it's not enough to just not vibe with somebody. Like, if a wrestler's not for you, you don't vibe with what they're doing, that's okay. You could just not like them.
No, you have
You
to
don't, you don't
hate
have
them.
to
Bury
find you don't need to find a moral, justifiable reason that they are not just you don't like them, they are bad. They're yeah. And so I think some of
I
it's
get what you're
that,
saying,
is
and
that-
someone who is the opposite of that, someone who is super over, and we got to see them in person, see how over they were, Wax, is Trick Williams.
Oh,
You wanted to
yes.
talk about him a little
Trick
bit.
Willie.
Big Trick Willie
Trick
was
Willie.
very over. And
Lemon
even when he does the
peppers.
heel
Peppers.
shtick,
yeah. And
He's
you
so
know, you don't
good.
have to, because I was
So
going to start by
good.
asking you guys, Brad and Jason, having been there, having seen the reaction to him live, is it piped in noise or is it all authentic
Oh no,
for Trick?
it's authentic. And
It's
what's funny about
authentic.
it is, they wanted to boo him, but when he comes out with the song, like they got to sing the song
People
and
love
like
it.
appreciate like his whole presence.
Yeah.
So he can do whatever he wants. He could be over as a face, as a heel. He's got them in the palm of his hand, and he's incredible.
Yeah, and what I wanted
Aura.
to say is that typically, a lot of the times we think of NXT in the main roster, I still try and think of it a little bit in a sports metaphor, where the NXT is the developmental, and you come up and you then have to work your way up the main roster. You almost start from zero.
It's true.
That has not been the case for Trick at all. He's plugged right into the main event picture, and he doesn't look out of place. He's
No.
holding his own in the ring. He's holding his own on the mic. This guy, if he had won and he had been the one to challenge Drew, I don't think anybody would have batted an eyelid about that.
No.
This guy is so over. He is so comfortable just being a wrestler. And it's crazy because think of how he started on NXT. He was Carmelo Hayes' hype man, and he's
Yeah.
already surpassed Carmelo Hayes in terms of booking.
Crazy.
No disrespect to Carmelo. I think he's doing some cool stuff with the
He's
U.S.
champion.
title as well.
Killing it.
But Trick, I don't remember the last time they've really just immediately, a men's wrestler, I don't remember the last time, and maybe I'm just completely overlooking somebody, But even like someone like Gunther had to work his way up.
Karrion Kross. Oh, no, wait.
Karrion Kross. Yeah, that was the opposite.
Kevin Owens was handed the title
With
pretty
Trick,
quick.
for some reason, I suspect Obafemi is going to be the same way.
Yeah, it has to be.
There's no hesitation in where they book him because it doesn't make sense for him to be any lower than that.
Apparently Triple H doesn't like black people. He won't book them.
Well, he likes this one. I'll say that. I can't. I'm not going to say anything on whatever theory people have, but it wouldn't feel appropriate for Trick Williams to be anywhere else than where he is, and the reaction just proves it. So I'm, usually with NXT guys, we always say, let them cook, let them cook, let them cook. This guy's fully baked already. He's ready to go. I don't think he needs to evolve right now. I think he needs to just keep doing what he's doing.
Yep.
And my bold prediction, I know we all picked, a lot of us picked Obafemi as our wrestler to watch for the Jobby Awards, but Trick Williams could very well be a world champion in 2026, and it would not be rushed. It would not be inappropriate. I think this guy has face of the company, or one of the faces of the company, written all over him.
Speaking of greatness, Jordan, you wanted to talk about AJ Styles. He needs to be talked about. He is doing some great stuff. What is going on? What's on your mind about AJ Styles?
Yeah, let's talk about AJ. I mean, we know that this is the last year for AJ. I think when we heard that it was going to be the last year for AJ, coming off the back of Jason's, discussion about predictability, I kind of didn't know what was going to happen here. And they've just proved that by giving me, in the first pay-per-view of the year, let's have a career match. Oh, hang on a minute.
Year. It could be last week.
Yeah. Like I thought he was going to. Is this it? What's happening here? So I guess my question was, after watching AJ in WWE for a long time now, and then seeing him more, taking him away from Dragon Lee. There's nothing, what he did with Dragon Lee wasn't awful at all, but it wasn't. It didn't work. There's a reason they're not a tag team anymore, right? Seeing AJ as a singles competitor again on Raw and watching him have matches against CM Punk, have matches against whoever, right? I feel like it's noticeable that he's lost 2%, 3%, 4%. There's something there that's missing, and I don't know what that is. Is it a bit of speed? Is it a bit of rust? I don't know. There's something there that AJ doesn't quite have, and maybe it is just him saying, I know I'm getting older and I'm not able to do the stuff that I used to do, and that's absolutely fine. But what do you do with AJ for this year then? If it is the Royal Rumble that he gets beat and then that's it done, hey, fine. That's it. We're gonna have a banger match with Gunther at the Royal Rumble. It's going to be insane, and then he goes. That's fine.
Yeah.
But if you don't have that and he goes for the majority of the year, what does that look like? Do we see AJ as a world champion again somehow? Do we see him just having great matches with some of his old opponents through the time in WWE, or hey, TNA, that partnership, while maybe not being continued much further, it's still a friendly relationship there that things can happen. What do you guys think is going to happen with AJ?
It's interesting that you bring that up, Jordan, because I really didn't think of it that way. Is hey, if it's not this weekend at the Royal Rumble, when is it? We know he said that this is his last year, or of getting towards the end of his career. And nothing feels right for how you send off a guy like that, because, yes, of course, a lot of us know him largely from WWE because that's what we watched. But if you zoom out of WWE and you look at wrestling, professional wrestling, this century, there aren't too many guys you can put above AJ, if any, in terms of just contribution to wrestling overall. And so nothing feels big enough for a guy like that walking away. John Cena's even gone on record saying best in ring all time. I can't disagree with him. So maybe this is how you go out. You go out continuing a storyline that Gunther is building, and you kind of not leave it better than how you found it, but you allow the story to continue on, because you're right. I don't know what you do after that. I don't know that you give him a world title. I don't know that you give him another retirement match. You can't keep pulling that trigger and pulling back, because then it's not going to feel as significant when it does happen. So maybe you let him go now. And you say, hey, if you want to go do some TNA stuff and just kind of end your career in TNA, like those old legends who go back and sign like a 2-day contract to retire with their team. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Or you do that.
Smoking on
Gunther
that AJ.
doesn't. Do you think Gunther cares? His character doesn't. So maybe it is the best thing for it to be done. As sad as it is, saying goodbye to such a significant wrestling career, maybe it has to end at the Rumble.
Jason, Brad, any thoughts on AJ?
AJ, he's 48. He is.
How is he 48 looking
He's the
like that,
literal
moving like that? What the
definition of
fuck?
phenomenal. Like it
Yeah.
couldn't be
100%.
said for anyone better than for him. I have no idea. I can't book what to do with AJ. I don't really want like every retired wrestler to have like a full year thing like Cena. Not because I don't think they deserve it, just because I think it could become contrived and maybe counterintuitive.
Yep.
AJ could have maybe one of the best matches of all time with Gunther at Royal Rumble, and I think that would be an incredible way to go out, whether he wins or loses. Well, I guess if he wins, he would stay, so he's got to lose, right? And then he could do, like, I was thinking about that. He could go do TNA stuff or other things. It doesn't mean he has to quit wrestling, right? It's just like with the main roster. So I would like to see him have an incredible match and go out that way. Honestly, I don't think you have to, he needs to get a title shot now. We're going to pump stuff into him now because we know he's leaving. Like, I don't necessarily like that. I don't even think he necessarily cares about that. Not that I know what he wants, but still. But he is so incredible. And I'm so happy that he became a part of WWE because I didn't see a lot of his stuff in TNA. Didn't know a lot about him. It felt like he was coming over to WWE late in his career, and I guess he did.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he was older, but now he's 48 and he's still incredible. So it doesn't really matter. And he's been with them for 10 years now, or coming up. No, 10 years now.
10
years,
10 years. Like
Which
The
makes sense.
Rock
He
and
debuted
Austin
at
had
the
like
Rumble.
3, 4, 5 years on top.
Oh,
Not even.
shit. Yeah, I hadn't even...
Debuted
yeah,
at
he
the
did
Rumble.
debut at the
So
Rumble.
Leaves
he
at the
is.
Rumble.
He's phenomenal. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
And we're going to look back on his career so fondly. There's so much stuff that he
A lot
did in
that I
WWE
forgot,
over
yeah.
10 years that we're forgetting, that he did so much stuff. And we're talking about his last match being a banger. Whether it is or isn't, he has that match against John Cena, which is an all-time classic.
That
Love
is
it or
great.
hate it. It is an all-time classic. He had
He has
match of the
2.
year. Yeah, multiple.
Cena.
But that one is the one I think that's just talked about so much as being one of the best matches of all time. And he's got so many more in his catalog that we can look back at, but that one really sticks out because that is the match that everyone talks about in John Cena's retirement tour. He will
for
always
sure.
have that. Along with everything else he's done in his career, he had John Cena's best match in John Cena's retirement tour. So if he goes out, he's going to go out on his shield. He's going to go out like a Viking warrior with the axe in his hand. He's going to get put down by Gunther. But it's like you say, Jordan, what would he do in the time that fills that gap between this win and the next? The only thing I thought of right away was if Sami doesn't beat Drew, we need a face to go and fight him. Another good intermediary would be AJ Styles, but I don't know if it makes sense to put the title on him again. I would love to have more time with him,
Yeah.
but if he does go out on his shield here at the Royal Rumble, it will be a great way to do it, and I'm just so happy, like you guys said, that we got so much AJ Styles in WWE because a lot of us didn't consume his previous catalog. So shout out to AJ Styles. All 4 of us absolutely love you.
100%.
And Jordan, did you get to say your piece about him yet, or did you want to?
No, I honestly, I
Close it out
wanted
on
your
him.
opinions on it. For me, I think this is it. I think that Royal Rumble is the time that we will see the end of AJ Styles in WWE. I'm not saying that he's going to. Maybe he will get killed. I mean, Gunther's wild,
Gunther's
but I don't
crazy.
think he's going to actually kill him. But
Probably not.
I think we'll see him in this year doing something else. But I think this might be it for him because I can't find a way in my head to book him into everything. Like, look at the other talent around him, and it's not his fault. And it's nobody else's fault. But look at the talent around him and look at the stories that are being built on SmackDown and Raw.
Yeah.
I just don't see where he fits into that because AJ's retirement should not be mid-card.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
if they force it in and make AJ's retirement mid-card, I'll be pissed off.
Yeah.
I would rather he goes out now against the I'm going to call him the legend killer because he is the legend killer at this point. I'd rather he goes out now against Gunther and we don't get him for the rest of the year than sit and watch AJ come out on the second match of a pay-per-view and face Kit Wilson. Although actually that would be a really good match.
You know,
Das-
actually,
Das
that's
legend
yeah.
But yeah, that's my thought.
I'll say with that. That said, if it is, that is it on Saturday. Jobber Dome, AJ Styles edition.
Whoa.
We'll get that. We'll do that.
Absolutely.
go.
Absolutely.
That'll be the 4 Jobbers tribute to him.
Was there anything else on your mind this week, Jobber Jason? Looks like you're pursing your lips for something.
There's just 2 quick things.
Sure.
One thing I found really funny because everyone's saying Triple H is like an egomaniac and everything's about him and why is he always in the ring announcing stuff and da-da-da. Couldn't be a worse time for him to me see a commercial for the new WWE game special edition with him on the cover, of course.
So insane.
Of
There's
course.
been no
the King of
gameplay
Kings
shown.
edition.
They're not showing any gameplay, but they have 4 editions of this game and no gameplay.
I want a wrestling game that has a good career mode with new storylines, not just reliving all the old ones, please. That's what I would like.
Agreed.
And the second thing I wanted to touch on just for 2 seconds was, I don't know if you saw this, I think it was in Montreal, Saturday night's main event. One of the fans in the front row said something to,
Oh yeah,
did
to
you see what he
Roxanne.
to Roxanne?
Yeah.
And initially I saw a bunch of people posting about it, saying how unacceptable it was. And then I saw the immediate pushback about like, it wasn't that bad. Oh, there's Triple H. Yeah, I saw the commercial, and I'm like,
For those watching on YouTube,
he's not
just
beating
showing
the
cover.
allegations, especially like, give me a break.
Just
What is
crazy
this?
timing for this
horrible
to happen.
timing. So
I
yeah,
actually, what did he say? I didn't.
he said you're
I don't think
fucking
he's-
flopping, get up, or something like that. He didn't say anything.
I don't
like-
think anything.
No slurs, no misogyny, nothing like. That's why it was. I don't know.
I'm surprised it got as much heat as it did because she responded in character, as far as I know. It was just like, hey, you know,
And then she said, "Sit the fuck down" or something.
yeah, that's it. So that's it. Like she's a heel. She's supposed
That's
to.
what a lot of people were saying. Like,
Yeah.
I could maybe he was heckling her or something all
Maybe.
match, but all we have is that
Yeah.
from that context is that one clip, right?
Yeah.
And like, give me a break. That's all I gotta say about that. Like, I probably wouldn't do it if I was sitting front row. I wouldn't be screaming at them like that. That's just not my style.
not.
But like, I also don't think it's news that he said you're fucking flopping.
I mean, it should just.
You fucking flopping. Get the fuck up. What are we doing, bro?
what are we doing, bro?
Yeah,
So it's I don't know. That seems over.
That ain't it.
exaggerated.
You know, sometimes you should call out these fans for sure, but don't die on that hill. That's not the
Yeah.
one, in my
No.
opinion.
Really quickly, shout out to Jacob Fatu. I thought his
Ooh.
that segment with
Wow.
Cody.
It
That
was great.
promo
Too bad
was
Cody couldn't come in the
fucking
damn ring for SmackDown.
Yeah,
Yeah, we didn't
He
get to
held
see-
his own.
pulled
though.
an
He held
MJF
his own.
fuck.
Oh, that was a great
Like,
promo back and forth, and
Mhm.
to me, it was teetering on heel Cody, like saying like,
Yeah,
you know, it's touching on jail and you know, I
That
don't
was
know.
good, man. He's going for the shots.
Elitist Cody, elitist.
like I kind of forgot
Cody's
a bit
so
about
good.
Jacob when he was out, but I remember like I was bought in on Jacob. Like
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna get lost in the shuffle at all. I think
He's got
still
it. He's got it.
He's
It-
got
it
it.
We
just-
didn't know he had that promo in him. We'd seen him
That's
talk
it.
a
That
lot,
was
but he's
what
He
was
was
bouncing off.
lacking it.
He's bouncing off the Usos. Like we know that the Usos aren't the guys to carry a promo. They can bounce around in a promo and provide so much, but not carry a promo. The moment he gets in front of Cody Rhodes, look at this gold that comes out of both of them. Cody can make anyone a star. Look at this. Come on.
Nah, but Cody's pish. Get rid of him. Anyway,
No, I mean,
that was all.
They both need each other. It's perfect mix.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's fantastic. We needed something out of Cody. We've been waiting, and he's got a heel now, or at least a villain. He's got something that he can. Maybe they're going to switch. I
They're
don't know. but it's
both
great.
villains and
They're
both
both
heels.
great.
Like we don't, or both
I don't know.
faces. We don't even know. You
There's
have
depth
choose.
to it. Cody's bringing out depth of character in this guy, mentioning things and adding more depth to this
It's
guy
exactly
who's
what
just
he needed.
he was just crazy and nuts and strong and stuff, but now he's
Mhm.
getting layers to this onion, and I love it.
Yeah, that I mean.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the end of the show. Thank you, everyone, so much for listening to Four Jobbers at the Four Jobbers everywhere on social media. We have a very special interview coming this week, sponsored by MEW. More details to come on our social media. We'll see you next freaking week.